All right, guys, welcome back to Remotely Wasted. We are here. We are back to talk college football. If you're here to listen to some college football experts, you are in the
But
wrong place. But
I
that
was about
that's
to, I
not
was about
what
to
we do
gaslight us up.
here.
What was gonna gaslight the fans? We
That
know
is not what we
everything.
do here.
We're
We're
Kirk
not
Herbstreit and
experts.
Joe Klatt.
Yeah, the two goats of college football. That's us. First off, thanks for 1,000 subs we got over this past week. I mean, we like more than doubled our audience over the past week, so
Yeah, it's
that's
crazy.
cool. All our college football episodes got like I think 400 plus, some up to like 800, which is like normally we get like 40. So we appreciate it. Hope y'all stick with us. If it's your first time, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Um, yeah. So
Like so,
this is an interesting day in college football. I
this
want to
was a
kind of
crazy
start
weekend.
in a crazy weekend. Um, I want to start here in Oklahoma because I would say the
We're just
two
rolling
biggest
into team talk.
stories, not even team talk really. Actually, the two biggest stories of the day I would say are John Mateer, but also Mike Gundy after 21 years uh, gets let go from Oklahoma State. That's kind
Bye,
of where
Felicia.
I want to start. Like where do you foresee Mike Gundy's career going? Like, do you think he coaches more from here?
Nah, I think he's done. If I'm him, I'd be done. Like, that's the only place he's ever been. I'm pretty sure.
I
Uh,
think he played quarterback there.
so like, I don't know. Why would you go anywhere else? I mean, unless you think you can get a bigger school. But I mean, where are you gonna go? I know Virginia Tech's hiring.
UCLA.
Florida gonna be hiring soon. UCLA, yeah, I think those are kind of the big three right now, mid-season. So I mean, if you could get one of those, maybe. I think he's a good coach. Like I think, and at a bigger program, I think he could have some success. Oklahoma State's just it's a rough place to like recruit. You gotta out recruit OU. And then you also got Tulsa there. So all the like in-state recruits are going to like one of these two schools if they're not going to your school, or down to Texas, or maybe up to Kansas. Like there's a lot of big schools within a small radius, and then you got Missouri. Um, so it's I mean it's not harder than like other regions in the states, but it's not a great region to recruit from if you're trying to get local talent. And then like what like leftovers that you are getting aren't probably even starting on big schools. So like he's had to go up against that, and then now the NIL. I mean, Oklahoma State has money. I don't know what their budget is right now, but I think they could get more. And if they're not, I'd be asking some questions of the boosters, like, "Yo, y'all want to see this team win? Open up the pocketbooks. Look at Texas Tech. We can do
Yeah,
that.
I mean
Y'all can't afford
they
20
have
million. Like,
oil
there's some
money.
billionaires around there probably. So somebody throw some change to the school. But yeah, I think he could. I think he could have some success. I don't know if he's going to though. I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, I could see him doing one of those things where he takes like a year off. You know, you kind of see coaches do that where they just you've been out of place for a really long time. You're just like, let me just take a year to like gather myself. Maybe he does TV for a year or something, and
I
then
he
maybe gets back into it. He'd be great on TV, I
He'd be
think.
funny. I was just gonna say Fox should retouch him. I feel like he'd fit their dynamic on Fox. Um, yeah, I agree with that part.
I think
So
UCLA would be a good fit, like for right now, like if you really wanted to, because they do have money. Like they have a lot of money around there. Mostly basketball generates that money, but I'm sure they want to put some into their football as well. And you know, you got all the Big Ten money now. I guess I don't know how that's
nah,
working out, but
if I
I think he could thrive there because the expectations would be low, and he knows how to take like kind of like a smaller little brother type of school and grow it. But I don't know. I don't think, I don't know because he's coming off of like a 3-9 season and then this season, so he's not exactly the most attractive candidate for pro.
no,
Like I
not
don't
at
know.
all.
I can't imagine a lot of fans being excited if their school hires Mike Gundy. So I think maybe the best bet is probably just to go to TV for a year and let things cool down.
Yeah, I mean, and you on the UCLA part, if I'm a head coach, I'm not going to UCLA. I'd rather go to a smaller school. Like that school's like a dead sentence. Like there's no hope for that school. They have to just luck into like a generational talent like Manziel at quarterback or Tebow or something. They have no hope to ever win that conference.
I'm just
Uh,
confused as to what like happened at UCLA because they were doing okay with like Jim Mora when he
yeah,
was
they were
there.
doing
They brought
solid.
in uh Josh Rosen, they had Brett Hundley, and then they had well shit, just even a couple years ago they had Dorian Thompson Robinson, I think that's his name, right?
Yeah, he was a
Um
third string on the Browns. He played a couple games. Like he's playing it or has played in the NFL, so he's got the talent.
they went from Jim Mora to Chip Kelly, and then Chip Kelly, like those last couple of years he was there, he really seemed checked out, like he didn't want to
That
be
man
there.
cannot be a head coach. He's like a curse.
So I don't know what the future holds for UCLA. I think Virginia Tech's in a kind of a peculiar position right now as well. I'm hearing Jimbo Fisher's name thrown out a lot at that spot. It's weird we're in the middle of the season and like we're already having this discussion for three schools. Because
Yeah,
normally you would wait till the end. I was kind of surprised Oklahoma State
or at least like
didn't
mid.
give Mike Gundy like because I mean he's been there for 21 years. You might as well just like this season's done anyway. Like your interim coach isn't going to get the job done. You might as well just let the guy finish the season.
They
Like
gave him the
in my opinion.
was it Tony Dungy from when he was at Arizona State where they fired him
Oh,
on the field? Was is that his name? Tony Dungy?
Herm
Dungy?
Edwards, Herm Edwards.
Who the fuck am I thinking of? Who's Tony Dungy?
Tony
Is that
Dungy is he's the coach of or he was the coach of the Colts.
I get
Uh,
them two confused. They're the same person in my mind.
well,
That's what it is.
they came out like around the same time. Like they coached around the same time in the NFL.
I don't know why. Like, you ever have people like that where it's like two separate people, but like in your head, there's a they could be the same person for you.
Two people in college football that are like that is Reese Davis and Chris Fowler. Like I get them mixed up all the time.
Yep. I think probably a lot of people do that. But yeah, they at least they didn't do him like that. They waited what 3 days after they lost to Tulsa. If it was me, I'd have fired him like as soon as that game was over. Like
Well,
they haven't
that's what
lost to Tulsa like since like the early 1900s or some shit.
it was like 1951 was the last time they had ever lost to
Yeah,
Tulsa, and
it's a
that's
long time.
that was that I was watching that game. It was fun for me because I don't like them, but like I am like a little sad to see Mike Gundy go. Like even though I didn't really like love the guy because he was our rival, but I don't know. He's been like because we're from the area. He's been like a
Yeah, he's been there
staple
like
of
our whole life
Oklahoma.
almost. Yeah,
Yeah, like I
like
can't
he's a
remember
legend.
college football without Mike Gundy. So I hope to see him on the sidelines again, but we'll see. Oklahoma State, I think that's an attractive position. Like if you're a
It
coaching
should
candidate,
it should be.
it's
And they're
like
in a
they got a good
conference that's
environment.
winnable like every year. There's no juggernauts just sitting in the Big 12 like right now. I mean, they're maybe building like Tech. Um, who else? TCU is always kind of there. And
That's really
Utah,
it.
maybe fuck Utah lets me down every year.
I feel like Baylor, if they got their money together and really got it straightened out, I feel like they could be a threat because I think they're another program that has a decent amount of money.
They got a good coach.
We'll see
Dude,
how Baylor shakes out.
yeah. I don't know. RIP to the OSU fans. RIP.
Yeah, hopefully
Good.
I'll get somebody good. Zach Robinson, former quarterback, that's the guy I would go after. He's the offense coordinator of the Atlanta Falcons. Granted, their offense isn't looking crazy good right now, but put him in the college game. He could probably handle it better. I've
Figure
heard Ben
something out.
Arbuckle, our Oklahoma's offensive coordinator, as well. He's only 30 though. I don't know if he's like really ready to be a head coach. I know
I
Oklahoma
mean,
State's not the biggest program in the world, but it's still a
if
lot of pressure.
he really wants it, I mean, all you gotta do is at least go like 500, and that's like that's doable. It's doable. I don't know. We'll see. Um,
As we could get
uh,
into our top six
top
rankings.
six first. Yeah, all right. I changed mine
Um,
up a little bit. I would yeah, I changed it up a little bit.
I changed mine up too because there's a team I think's a real big fraud
Oh,
that's sitting up there. Who do you got at
okay.
number six?
I got Vanderbilt as six.
Oh wow, you're really jumping up there.
Yeah,
I thought I was the hot take guy.
yeah, I did because I don't know. This is the first like week this has happened to me at least this season. Like I was looking at it and I'm like looking at the top and I'm like I was like I don't even know who the fuck to put at one. Like I don't like none of these teams got like great resumes really yet. So I was kind of just struggling just to do the number one, which I feel like should be the easiest pick. But then I was like, you know what, fuck it. I started just looking at like who they played, who's got ranked wins. Vanderbilt's got two road like solid wins against Virginia Tech and South Carolina. I know South Carolina didn't have Sellers for like half the game, but when he was out there, they was handling them.
It was still
Um,
convincing too.
Vanderbilt looks good. I think they got a shot to beat just about anybody on their schedule. I'm not saying they will beat everybody on their schedule, but like, the way if they play like they are now, they beat Bama last year. They're gonna blow Utah State out, and then the rematch against Bama. So this will be like a true tell for probably both of those two teams. I don't know who's Bama play this week.
Alabama's Georgia this week, so that's
Ah,
going to
okay.
be a
Yo,
huge
we're gonna
game.
find out about Bama this weekend if the FSU game was a fluke or and they're just bad or they
Maybe
actually good.
they're just very good, yeah. And
Yeah.
Florida State's just that good.
So we'll find out about Vandy next week. But yeah, I think they have a good shot to at least hold their own in that game. LSU, same thing. LSU's offense kind of butt. Missouri's that's a tough game. Texas is winnable. They're playing like ass. Auburn, I think, is winnable if they can stop Jackson Arnold from running. Kentucky's ass. Tennessee, I don't know. That one's tough. They'd have to get some stops on defense, but yeah, I like Vanderbilt a lot. They got some quality wins
I think
so far.
you make a really good point when you're talking about like there is not a clear number one this year so far. Like as far as resume, eye test, like nobody's just like a clear number one. So I had the kind of the same struggle putting mine together. So I went with I think Vanderbilt like I think you made kind of some good points. Like the resume is solid.
Yeah,
Diego Pavia is a Heisman contender. Um,
yeah, fringe contender. Yeah,
they're kind of like in like a borderline SEC contender right now, like
yeah, I'd
dark
say
horse I
so.
would say in
Yeah,
the
Cinderella
SEC.
team almost.
Like it's not impossible, and even if
It's
they
really
don't win the
not.
SEC, they could probably still get in at like the tenth
Yeah,
seed or so.
I
So
think as long as they don't lose more than two games, they can potentially make it. Depending which two they lose to, it's like, do they lose to if they lose to like Tennessee and so I think LSU is probably gonna lose some games. Um, Bama's already lost one. If they lose this game, they'll have two losses. They could lose more, so that might be a terrible loss. LSU might, I don't know. LSU might be their best bet if they want to lose again. Another one like LSU, Tennessee, two solid teams, maybe still squeak in. I don't know.
that's a good transition into my number six because this is the team I think is just not good. It's
LSU,
LSU because I'm looking at their schedule. Okay, week one, you squeaked out a win against Clemson, which at the time seemed very good.
Clemson's
But
butt.
Clemson is now 1-3, so like you struggled against them. That's not a good sign. You week two, you like barely beat
I don't have the
Louisiana
share
Tech.
screen on. What am I? I'm like, why are you squinting like you're trying to remember when I'm looking at it?
I can't even. Hey, I got a good memory. I'm getting this. So yeah, they 23-7 is not a good win against Louisiana Tech, and then Lagway gives you five interceptions. You only win by 10
Still,
points.
yeah.
So like, you haven't played anybody so far. Like really, really, like Clemson. It seems like a good win because at the time they're ranked four, and the season had just started, and
Now
Klubnik was
they're
a Heisman
unranked.
contender and people forget that like they're bad now, like they're terrible now. So
Oh,
like I
I
think
don't forget.
LSU, I think they're gonna lose this weekend, and I think they're ass. Like I think they're actually not good
They
at
could
all.
potentially lose their next five or six. Like
They gotta. That's a tough
they could
stretch.
lose every game up to Western Kentucky. Because Arkansas ain't no joke. I mean, I know they just lost to Memphis, but like Memphis is like a pretty good,
And Taylor Green is he's a
they're a pretty good
good dual
school.
threat guy.
Yeah, Arkansas's got a solid offense, so they could lose that game if they can't move the ball. But yeah, they could. It's about to be a rough stretch for LSU. They better get something going on offense. Have
And
to.
I don't know if you heard about like there's a linebacker on LSU's team that's
Yeah,
dating Lane Kiffin's
Weeks.
daughter.
I like that guy. He's a monster. Weeks, I think is what his name is.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin's like picked the over on the on the game. So and he like dude posted that picture, I guess like I think just to piss Lane Kiffin off.
They
So
gotta run the score up on him.
I'm expecting Lane Kiffin to have some tricks up his sleeve against LSU this
Hey,
weekend.
whatever side that dude lines up on, he's running halfback power right into that guy. Put the fullback out there. We're doing the goal line fucking running plays.
Yeah, but that's where I am with LSU. Going into number five, I feel like we could have the same number five. Who do you got?
I got Georgia at 5.
Oh, no, we don't.
That Texas win's not looking great either. They like Texas is struggling. They're kind of struggling just like LSU is.
Georgia didn't play Texas though.
No,
You got Ohio State at five. Is that what you're saying?
no. What the fuck am I thinking of? I don't know why I think Georgia played Texas. Anyways, um, no, but like an alternate parallel universe.
That was last year.
Am I drunk already?
I was like, what are you talking about? Did I
Yeah,
miss
anyways.
that?
Yeah, maybe I do have them mixed up. Anyways, I'm just gonna go Georgia at 5. Fuck it. The Tennessee win is good. Um, they're kind of what everybody thought they was gonna be. I think some people weren't talking about them. They were kind of flying under the radar, but I think we mentioned briefly probably 2 episodes ago. Like, so it's a sleeper team. They're always built. They're always competitive. Gunnar Stockton's he's a monster. I like him a lot. I don't hate this Georgia team. I might as the season goes on when they're not winning, when they're not losing, because I'm a hater. But I don't know. We got one ranked win, like a lot of these teams up here do. Um, yeah, they're just doing what they need to do, I guess. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I got them a little bit higher. I went with Florida State at number five. They got the Bama win. They had a bye week, since then, and then
They
what do
played
we
Kent
got?
State, yeah.
Kent State, some random directional school. So I think they got Virginia on Friday, which I'm glad it's a Friday game. That way, like I know
Ugh.
for sure I could watch the Florida State game. Um, yeah, I mean Florida State's looking good. They did what they needed to against Kent State. I'm ready to see them against Miami to like really find out, and also just like seeing Bama play Georgia this weekend will also because like I'll probably like if Bama like just beats the fuck out of Georgia, I'm probably moving Florida State pretty high up because that becomes a lot better of a win. That probably moves Bama maybe back into the top 10 or close to it, maybe right outside the top
Is
10.
it 17? I think they bumped up to like maybe right above Texas, like 9.
Yeah, so then you got Florida State sitting there with a win over a current top 10 opponent. So then I think that's when you really get Florida State. That would have them heading into Miami with that. So that would I don't know. Florida State's looking good. Just need to see a little bit more competition to like feel real confident about it. But I like Florida State so far.
Don't disagree entirely. Don't
I mean,
disagree.
you guys are looking good. It's
Yeah.
just a schedule.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can really do about that. You gotta
Yeah.
play what you got.
And
Do.
you guys have good opponents on your schedule upcoming, so it's not like y'all are screwed or anything. Because I mean, you got Miami. Miami's probably gonna finish with like max like 3 losses this year. That
I don't even know if they finish with that. Like, if they don't lose to us, I don't see who beats them.
yeah, so I
Um,
mean, and their defense is looking actually
they
kind of
look
legit
good.
this
They look
year.
good. I got FSU at 4. Um, so yeah, Georgia at 5, or I have Georgia at 5 with the Tennessee win. I got us at 4 with the Bama win. Um, I think the Bama win's going to turn out to be better than the Tennessee win, just personally.
Yeah.
Um, so that's like the only reason I think I put them above this. I honestly I can't even remember now why I put Georgia at 5, but going on the fly here, unfucking my rankings.
Well, I mean,
But
where you put Georgia, I feel like is also kind of dependent on how you feel about Tennessee. If you're high
yeah,
on Tennessee or if you're low on Tennessee, it just kind of
because I
depends.
mean, like looking at all these teams, like I'll just say I left LSU out. I left Penn State out. So I mean, just having Georgia in there over them, I think is pretty solid. When you could even consider maybe putting Indiana up there, they got to win against the top 10 team, which I think Illinois was just ranked too high. Um, You could consider Georgia Tech up in there. Vandy if you didn't. Texas Tech, they just beat a ranked Utah team. So like there's a lot of teams with one ranked win, but I think us and Georgia probably have out of the single teams with ranked wins, probably the best.
Yeah, I would
So
say
and then
so.
I don't know, we have the number one offense in the country. Defense is looking good. I just think overall, from what I've seen, I think we're the better team. So that's why I got us above Georgia for now.
I think that's fair. Um, yeah, I mean it was really kind of comparing the wins, and yeah, statistically, offensively, at least y'all are doing
But
better. I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to Georgia's defense or your guys' defense, quite honestly, as far as statistically.
and
Your
then
guys'
like
defense looked pretty good.
and then scheduling ours is like similar to Georgia. They played Marshall, Austin P, and Tennessee. We played Bama, Kent State, and fucking East Texas A&M. So like they're almost the same schedule, you know.
Essentially, and I would say like
And opening against Alabama is I think harder than opening against fucking Marshall or whatever whoever they played.
and Austin P wasn't like as dominant of a win as you'd like to see from them. I think it was like 26-3, I think is what it just said. That's not like amazing when you're in Georgia. So
Yeah, you'd like to see the score be higher.
yeah. Four I went with Oklahoma. Michigan ranked win, and then Auburn's kind of just sitting right outside of the top 25 right now.
They were
Other
ranked.
ranked win. They were ranked when we played them, and I think they'll probably be ranked again this season. I don't think like they're cooked right now.
I
At least
think
they'll probably be ranked in like another week or two.
I think you and Miami are the only two teams that have two ranked wins.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm pretty sure, so that's something.
yeah. I mean, and I would say like the main reason I got OU, and I mean I'll touch on this more on Team Talk, but
Yeah, the Mateer
just
thing.
a best pass rush in the country. As far yeah, the mid-tier thing that changes things, but I want to see what the team looks like with Michael Hawkins before I like start lowering them.
Yeah,
But
I didn't let the Mateer thing affect where I am because this is up to this point. I ain't not doing my rankings based off of like how I think they're gonna perform. So I did knock him for the Mateer thing.
yeah, my thing's just the two ranked wins, and then you got the like the best pass rush in the country. I
The
don't think there's
defense is
much debate on
good.
that.
10 sacks in a game is insane. That's like unheard of. I don't even know like when's the last time a team got 10 sacks in a game? Like in a power four game. I couldn't tell you.
I don't
Couldn't
even
fucking
know.
tell you.
Very good, very
Um
good. It's almost like the opposite of it's like the inverse of Florida State as far as like the reasoning because like Florida State got like the top offense. I feel like Oklahoma has arguably the best defense. It's not like
I think you
solidified.
you can argue it for sure.
You can argue it. So
Um
yeah, that's why I went with Oklahoma at four. But we'll touch on
all
that a
right.
little bit more later.
I had FSU at three. Did you have a three? Oh wait, I had FSU four. Never mind. I have Ohio State at three. Sorry, can't count.
I've been on the fence about Ohio State as well. Like are they that good? Because Texas
I don't
doesn't
know.
seem to be all that great.
I don't think so. And then like I get it's the first game of the season. It's the first game of saying at quarterback. I don't know. I really don't. I think they're a good team overall, but like when it's kind of needing stuff to happen against like a good defense, probably Penn State was when we'll really find out. I think this week at Washington, traveling all the way over there, could be a little bit of a test. I think they win, but could be a close game. Minnesota probably won't be a problem. Illinois is sketchy. Wisconsin sucks. So probably Penn State, but that's a long ways to go in the season to like really find out about your team. With Texas not looking good, I don't know. It's Ohio State's weird this year.
But
It's hard to tell
I will say this is like our fourth season doing this, and I swear we do this every year with Ohio State, and
because their schedule sucks.
they end up in the playoffs like every single year.
Their
We're like,
schedule sucks until the end of the
dude,
year,
are we sure about Ohio State?
and
And
they turned
then
out to be good. So this
they
is
turn out
probably
to be good.
another. It's probably another one of those things.
Like I don't like I want to. but I want to stay with like this team,
Yeah,
even though like in the
they're
back of my
probably
mind
good.
that they're probably good.
And they probably are. We have we like I don't know. I don't watch their fucking all their games. I watched them play Texas, and that game was terrible. I didn't watch them blow Grambling out. I didn't watch them play Ohio. So like, I don't know what they look like on film. I'm just like looking at stats and like what I've seen and what I've seen other teams do. And I've seen Texas play. They fucking suck. That offense is bad. Arch Manning's bad. They're gonna get absolutely shit on when they start playing, the real meat of their SEC schedule. Can't wait for it. Um, so it's
Yeah,
like, but like this team, you have no idea.
I will say their defense looks like they could be arguably the best defense in the country with
And they
Ohio
could
State.
be.
Because I mean, look, they've only allowed
What,
what's that,
seven
16
plus
points.
nine? That's crazy.
That's pretty good for 3 games. 16 points is
Yeah.
not bad at all for 3 games. So I'm assuming they were on a bye one of these weeks.
Yeah, they had a bye this week. Like Penn State, them. There was like three teams in the top seven that had a bye. But like a way I like to think about it is like if you take like another Power Four school or somebody else in the top 10 and like you give them the schedule, like would they have given up more points than whatever the fuck 9 plus 7 is, 16? Um, quick math. Like would you like would that team have given up more than 16 against these three schools, and or scored that many points? I don't know. It's like looking at my team for example. Like yeah, I think we would have scored that amount of points, if not more. But like, would we have given up more than that? Like, is their defense better than ours? Probably. Um, OU probably would have held them to about the same because they got a really good defense. Would they have scored 70 on Grambling? Yeah, probably.
Probably, yeah,
With Mateer playing. Would they have scored more than 14 on Texas? Probably. So maybe Ohio State's offense just is not as good as we're used to, but the defense I think is probably right what we're used to seeing,
yeah.
which
Probably going to keep them in it through the whole year.
I
Because I
think
mean,
so.
when you got a defense that good like Ohio State has, you
You
really
can win
only need
games.
three. What you probably need, what, 3 to 4 touchdowns a game really to
Probably.
win all your games, and you might not even need that in some of the games that they're playing. So
Especially if you're forcing turnovers or just getting a lot of stops. Yeah, they're a good team. So I mean, I got a number three. It's not like I dropped them to six or something crazy. I mean, they got one ranked win against a shitty Texas team, which is I should be knocking them. I should have them behind Florida State and Georgia, but based off of my criteria for those two teams, I think our Florida State and Georgia's two ranked wins are better than Ohio State's.
yeah, I mean, I
Um,
think we're just waiting to see Texas lose again. Really, is what we need to happen to really knock Ohio State for it. Texas is just ridiculous to me. Arch Manning's like such a tool for flexing on Sam Houston like that. Like,
what are you
what
gonna
is
do with them
wrong with
like
that
that?
guy?
What are you gonna do with them?
He looks insecure to me. Like that just looks like try hard behavior because he's probably just feeling real insecure from the criticism he's been getting so
Yeah, I
far.
think he's getting tired of people talking shit about him, which maybe might be what he needs to, get locked in. Like he could turn around and just fucking play really good. Who knows? I think he is talented. He has the good athletic ability. I just think his throwing mechanics suck ass. You can't really change that quick. Um, I don't know. I think they're bad. Their offense is not good.
Yeah, the defense is very solid to me at Texas, but the offense, unless Arch Manning like can start completing passes and being on target, I don't see how you
Like, I don't know,
don't
let's just
lose
fucking
like
look at
four to
Texas.
five
Let's just look at
games.
them real quick. Oh my God, this is about to be the worst game of the season playing Florida. Two shit bags at quarterback that can't pass. I don't even know who wins this game. I honestly I think Florida wins. I think Florida's defense is better than Texas's. They're gonna find ways to move the ball. They was moving the ball somewhat on Miami. Um, yeah, I think they lose their first game here or the second game here. And then depending on how Hawkins looks, like OU's defense is probably better than Florida's defense. So who knows? But I think they lose there. Kentucky's probably win. I think they lose at Mississippi State. I think they
Mississippi State's
lose.
offense is crazy.
I think they lose, and it's on the road. That's not the best place to play. I think they lose to Vandy. They lose to Georgia. I don't know about Arkansas, and I think they lose to A&M.
I think
Yeah,
they have the potential to have a really bad year if Arch
They
Manning
might
doesn't get it turned around.
they might finish with like four, three, four, 5 wins. I'm going five, potential six. That's it.
I would say like if you ask me like how I think their season ends, I think they get bowl eligible and then they win their bowl game and they're probably like sitting at like 7-6. But on if Arch Manning does like relax and like plays as good as he did against Sam Houston, um, maybe they just run the table because they do have a very talented defense. But also it's not all on Arch because he really doesn't have like the same weapons that Texas had last year with Quinn Ewers. Like, there's nobody like just real crazy on Texas's offense. Like the
Well,
running
they
backs are
lost a
okay.
lot, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not all on him. He doesn't have as much talent as they're used to. But yeah, we kind of went off on a little Texas tangent. But I mean, they're a popular team. They're worth talking about. I have Georgia at 3. We kind of already touched on them. I just think Tennessee is like
They're a
the
good
real
team.
real. I think they're the real deal just based on that game, how quickly that offense was moving. That's the fastest offense I think I've seen all year. Just just score, score, score real quick.
They are
Um,
fast.
the problem with Tennessee is I think they play off a script, and that's why they move the ball so quick at the early part of the game and get scores on the board quick. And I think like good coaches kind of adapt to what like Heupel's script is, and then they end up catching on. And then
Yeah.
Tennessee's defense has got to do better at holding on to that lead when you go up by like 2 to 3 scores. But
Yeah, when you're up by 3 scores, like it's game should be almost over at that point, especially if it's like in the third quarter. You should be able to like put those teams away. Or you're up by three, keep going. Like, okay, they get one, let's score another one, keep it at three. You shouldn't be like letting them come all the way back and like tie the game. Or you know what I mean?
yeah, Heupel seems to me like he doesn't have the best like situational like coaching decision making. Like you'll notice him in big games make really weird decisions, and his offense is not because like I think he has a script on it. Like his offense is not as like adapt. It doesn't have the adaptability that a lot of offenses have. I think it's real like he needs everything to go a certain way. And oftentimes he knows he does so much pre-planning that, the offense looks really good to start, but I think he just needs to get better at making adjustments throughout the game because I think that's how they lost
I
the
don't think
Georgia
I don't
game.
think that's a terrible take. I don't think so at
I
all.
mean, they're a great team. Georgia, honestly, I could have put them below OU. Honestly, I could have put them below Florida State. I'm really just kind of do this every episode, just giving Kirby his credit. Because I
He's
mean
a menace.
they've been like they don't lose more than a couple of games, like it seems like so.
Yeah, that
Until
team's
I
not
start
losing
seeing
more
them
than
playing bad.
they're not losing more than two. Um, no shot, no shot. I got OU at two. I got OU too. They got 2 ranked wins. It's more than everybody else below this list. Um, Defense looks phenomenal. Um, I mean, granted, both those wins were at home, which is really nice. Michigan's starting to improve, which is good for that. I think Auburn, they'll probably be ranked again. That's a really good team. They look nice. Is this was this Auburn's first loss?
Yeah, yeah. Auburn was
Okay. I don't know
undefeated
why
going in this game.
I don't know why I thought they had another one. Yeah, I think they'll be ranked again by the end of the year. That's a good team.
I will say Auburn
Michigan,
has the best receiver, one of the best receivers in the country. That Coleman dude. Um,
yeah,
besides Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams, I think he's right up there.
that's a good team. Like that was a good win. It was a good game. Um, it's a great win. And then Michigan's ranked again. They're getting better. I don't think they ever were unranked after that loss.
No, they weren't.
So yeah, and I'm not docking them for the losing John Mateer. It's definitely gonna hurt them, but I think they can skate through Kent State. I think they can skate through Texas. And then when's your bye week?
Our bye week's this week, so
So
if
you're
he if
going
he
into
if we get through
Carolina will be
Texas,
week
he
four.
probably like Smeatier most likely knowing him comes back in against Carolina.
I mean, if he
Um,
can put his ass out there, just tell him not to run. Like, don't if you're gonna get sacked, tuck that hand in, like, you know what I mean, if you can. Um, because yeah, after that, that's a brutal stretch. If he ain't got material, like you might lose all of those games. Like if he hurts it again and has to spend more time out, like it's over with. Season's done. But
Yeah.
I think Hawkins will be enough to get you guys through Texas. But yeah, those two wins are that's two big rank wins in my opinion. Those are two good teams. Michigan's just getting better. Um, it was a really green Bryce Underwood at that point on the road in a hostile environment. Terrible place to play. Terrible fans. Absolutely terrible fans.
No, the fans are brutal. They were chanting
Uh,
fuck Jackson Arnold the whole game against
yeah,
Auburn.
loved it.
That's a tough place to play. Um,
And with
yeah,
material, probably top 10 offense. Top 10
yeah. I
defense,
mean,
top 10 offense. Winning's
from what
there.
we've seen so far, Oklahoma's looking really good. Um, the material loss, that's just what's gonna how they handle that. If you could get through Texas undefeated and then he comes back South Carolina, um, I think you're probably like looking at like you're probably like the number one team in the country at that point if you get through all that without Mateer.
Yeah, I
Going to
mean,
number. Go ahead.
yeah. Once if you get it back undefeated, still, it gives you guys a great shot to just win all of those games. They're all winnable with the defense you guys have and him. So I like their odds.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. Number two, we've already touched on them. I just went with Ohio State. I just don't know what to do with Ohio State right now. So I put them at number two. Honestly, like, do you have Miami at number
Yeah.
one? So do I. And honestly,
Unfortunately,
I'm like
makes me sick.
they are very good, but I'm also like not super convinced on them yet.
So they also got two ranked wins, but Notre Dame's dog ass. They shouldn't even be ranked. And then South Florida was a good win, 'cause that South Florida team's good. Um, but the Florida win, like that game was like close as hell. I feel like they barely squeaked that one through. I mean, contrary to the score line, but and Florida is so bad. Like, you can't even give them credit for that game. That team's terrible. Great defense, but they also looked terrible against Florida. The offense was bad. Carson Beck played pretty rough. I think his completion percentage was like 50% in like the fourth quarter, some shit. Yeah, he went 17 for 30, so like barely over 50%, one interception, only threw for 160. I don't know if this is like he just had a bad game or Florida's defense is just that good. I think it's a bit of both. Um, yeah,
And he's not like I don't know, he was good that first year he was at Georgia, but he's never been like the past couple of years. He hasn't been super amazing. Um,
right.
I don't know. I don't know about Miami right now. Like
Well,
they look
and
good,
going into the fourth quarter, it was 7-13.
and
And
that
I
was
think
weird.
and Florida scored in the third quarter. I don't even remember if they had a first down before that score. Like that it was playing absolutely terrible. It was just ass. And Miami still couldn't do anything. Um I don't know. It's like is Florida's defense is that great or is Miami like still just kind of like the normal Miami teams? Like look at Cam Ward, he had one of the best players in like the recent memory. Maybe not recent memory, but like the last couple of years at the quarterback position. He played
Yeah.
really fucking well and they still couldn't get it done. This team's probably better than last year's team, but like, if this team had Cam Ward, they'd be unstoppable, unstoppable, because they have a better defense. But like, still, it was you should be beating this team by a lot more in the fourth quarter. Going into the fourth quarter, it should be 13-7. It shouldn't be that way.
No, that was. I remember like texting you like, I think
I thought they was gonna lose.
maybe Florida has a chance at this game. And I think if Florida could just put together a decent offensive performance,
Fucking
they could have got it done.
yeah, they're
This
bad.
is a good transition, I guess, to the Heisman because I do have Carson Beck at my number five. Um,
Oh, I still have number one.
do you have you seen the leaked Carson Beck like Snapchats?
No.
He's got caught just being real weird on Snapchat. Like, what is this?
Real devious work.
How about I how about I show you this package and we'll see how fast your calendar opens up. What else we got? Um, Not trying to be weird, but especially when your tits are out, gets my shit hard immediately.
That's a
And
weird statement, bro. He got no riz.
then I guess when he was at Georgia, there's one where he was like, "Hey, can you run me over with your car so I don't have to play football anymore?" Um, so he just like has
He's
sent some
weird, bro.
odd. He's a weird guy. Like I don't know what to say about the
That's weird, man. That's weird.
guy.
I'm not saying any of that. I could be drunk as shit. I'm still not saying that shit. It might be worse, but I'm not saying that.
I don't know if it's just like he's like I'm famous. I'm Carson Beck. Like, I could say whatever I want. Um,
I guess that QB1 syndrome going to his head, but
but
play
yeah,
like ass on the field.
he's my number five, honestly, because I had to take Mateer out because of his injury.
Yeah, I
Because
took him out.
there's just no way he's
Come
gonna
back. There's no way.
well, you can't win the Heisman and miss three
He'd
to
have
four
to throw
weeks.
for
It's
like
impossible.
550 a game and like six touchdowns to catch back up.
So
Like
I
going
had to
into week
put this guy.
4, you had people already over 1,000 yards. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. My only reasoning, because I have him still at one, is one, they're undefeated. Two, it's Miami. Three, if they go undefeated, he probably wins it. Um, Even if you don't have like exceptional stats. I mean, unless there's somebody just like miles ahead of him with like a loss. Like I don't know. But yeah, this past week really kind of like I wanted to bring him down, but I'm gonna keep him one for this week.
Yeah, I mean he's doing all right. He's doing enough to keep his name up in there, and I mean he's got several opportunities as far as that's my number one. That's who I have at number
Oh, that's
one
my
this
number
week.
5.
We got that.
It's so funny. I love it. We do that shit all the time. Um, yeah, he's cool. Every week he's
Yeah,
kind of. I feel like he's
Fernando
getting better.
Hernandez or Mendoza, if you're listening and not watching, is who Jane has at number five and me at number one.
Yeah, they absolutely blew Illinois' doors off. Yeah, dude had 5 touchdowns, 267 through the air, no picks, no rushing touchdowns, but he does have 2 on the season. So
The no picks thing is just so impressive to me.
he's got 16 total touchdowns, no interceptions, 11 to QBR, and he's 25 off 1,000. Yeah, he's dialed in. He
And
started
that
out
Illinois was supposedly a good defense,
supposedly,
and
maybe
he threw
not. They
five
might not be good.
touchdowns.
But back-to-back games was 5. I know the 2 previous games they didn't fucking play anybody, but that's like what you want to see. Like those 2 previous games against Kennesaw State and whoever the fuck that team is, Indiana State Sycamores. Never heard of them. Uh, is that a new school?
Yeah.
Probably. They probably been around since like the 1800s, but yeah, like that's what you want to see. If you're gonna make a run for the Heisman, like this is what you got to be doing. Really padding the stats against like the shitters, and then get a bit like a this that's a Heisman moment almost, unless Illinois falls off a cliff, which might happen. Who knows?
Yeah, that's why I put him in there because you know, if they had just played nobody up to this point, I probably wouldn't even have him on my list. But like I'm just taking it for like this very moment. At this moment in time, Illinois is a good win. It might go on to be not a great win. We'll see how
Yeah,
Illinois like pans out. But like putting up a five touchdown performance against a top 10 team, to me is like worthy of putting you in the Heisman conversation.
yeah, no, I agree. So that's my 5. That's your 1. I still got Dante Moore at 4.
Okay, he's still creeping outside of mine, but he's got a big chance this weekend against Penn State to really make a name for himself.
Yeah, they killed Oregon State. You know, 21 to 31 for 305, 4 tutties. No rushing touchdowns still. No interceptions. He's only got 1 on the year. So he's like right there on par with Mendoza, but he's like
Mendoza, yeah.
five tutties short. But he gets this Penn State win. That'll be arguably the biggest win of the year for any school. Probably will be the biggest win. Texas was the biggest win, but they suck. So this will be for now the biggest win for any team. So, and it'll be on the road. That I feel like gives you bonus points. Nobody wants to play at Happy Valley and a night game. You're gonna be hearing
True.
it's gonna be wide out, and what's that fucking song they play?
Mo
Uh,
Bamba.
you're just gonna be hearing Mo Bamba all game,
I got
especially
hoes.
exactly. I
I think
love
at the
that song.
games they say I got coach.
Nah, it's whack, but whatever.
At OU
Um,
they're like I got coach.
yeah, he's kicking, and he's a sophomore too, which is nice. Um, yeah, I mean they ain't played nobody really yet, but they've killed everybody they've played, which is what you want to see. Not all top 10 teams are doing this.
That's true.
So Oregon's
Yeah,
still a
I think
sleeper.
he's a good pick because the numbers are there. He's just kind of missing that signature win, and he has that
Yeah.
opportunity. He might shoot up towards number one if he has a good enough performance against Penn State because that's a good defense. That's a Jim Knowles coach defense
Yeah. If
on
he
a team
puts up
that's
like,
historically defensive.
250, close to 300 and like at least two touchdowns. No picks. I think he probably bounces to one. Um, but if he has a game like he did against Northwestern there for just like 178 and a touchdown and a pick, like I don't really think that's enough to do it for you. I mean, yeah, you got the big win, but like you didn't have the stats to go with it. It's not really like adding to his totals enough. Like I feel
True.
you have to like stay on par and like every week be over at least 200 passing and like multiple touchdowns in either category, passing or rushing. If you get both, like that's even better. But like um the Northwestern game's weird. I still think that game is
True.
rigged. Rigged.
That was a
Did
little weird.
did me dirty. Did a lot of people dirty in that game. That was I'm still mad about it. What do we got? This is number three.
I had my number four is Mavia or whatever from USC. Um, he's been like low key.
The fuck is his name?
I don't even think I spelled his name right.
I don't know.
I
What's his
spelled
first
it
name?
Jaden Mavia. I think that's his first name. Um,
Fuck, what am I doing? Is it with a Y or D?
I think it's with a Y.
I don't
Yeah, there he
know.
is.
Is it Mayava or I think it's
That
is
might
it
be
Maya?
Maya, but yeah, I
I think
haven't
it's
even
Mayava.
really heard his name pronounced a whole
Yeah,
bunch. But he is. But look at his yardage, man. He is
he
going.
dialed in or 1,000, nine
He's
tutties,
first in QBR right now.
four rushing
Plus
touchdowns.
some rushing touchdowns as well. So
Yeah, like
I don't. They haven't played no, but like they
they ain't
have
played
not
nobody
really
yet.
played anybody. But so that he's kind of in the same situation as like a Dante Moore, where he's going crazy. But I need to see you play somebody. But I feel like he's kind of like the next great like Lincoln Riley quarterback.
Yeah,
He's going insane.
it was good for UFC, USC, not UFC, KFC. They needed this. They needed some bounce back because I think Lincoln Riley's job was on the line. This dude might single-handedly save him. And then we'll see when they play. I mean, I think Michigan State's a good team. I think they're a good team this year. They did give up 31, which is semi-concerning. They've been giving up a lot of points.
Yeah,
So
I would
like,
say he's probably in the same boat as every great Lincoln Riley quarterback, where you have to carry the team.
you gotta. It's
Your defense is not going to help you out in any way. Y'all need to score 60 a game, probably, especially in the
yeah.
Big Ten.
Um, 33-17 against Purdue's not great, especially when Notre Dame just killed them. Um, yeah, I mean, I like what I see. I do. I do. I just want to see a little more. I'm stingy.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see higher level competition. They got Illinois. Um, I'm curious that game. I think says a lot about um, Indiana. Like if Illinois just kind of beats USC pretty bad, like maybe Indiana is actually really good.
I I feel like I should take him off the list.
Morton.
He did get hurt, but I mean his stats going into that game, I feel like it's enough to keep him on the list. I don't know why I still had him at three. Um, because he only threw for 142, two picks, and then he got hurt. Still no rushing touchdowns. Shit, his backup, that motherfucker is cold blooded. That dude's a menace. Like if yeah, Morton's a senior. Okay, I was supposed to say if Morton's back for another year, that dude should transfer because he was dialed in. Like when they started letting him throw, he was just money, just dimes. I was like, oh my God, he's like a true freshman. I'm pretty sure. Dude's a killer. Liked him a lot. But yeah, I don't know if like I don't know what's wrong with him. If he's still gonna be out for this next game, if he is, it's probably gonna ruin his chances unless Texas Tech goes undefeated somehow. It's possible. That might be enough to like raise him back up, just being on an undefeated team. But I mean,
Yeah,
and
I'd
also
say
their
so.
schedule is not like super strong. I think this is only the like maybe they're only ranked team on their schedule right now. Could be wrong, but I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I don't know. I like I like Baron Morton a lot. I think he's really good. I like his style. He's just a gunslinger. But if he does miss another game, it might ruin his chances.
That drops his chances a lot because just him missing, the
Yeah.
amount of time he missed in this game hurt him quite a bit because
Yeah.
he wasn't having his best game this
No,
past Saturday.
the game was terrible before the backup got in. It was bad. It was so bad on both sides.
Yeah, so he's I don't know, he's still in it, but he needs to get healthy quick and he needs to be putting padding them stats quite a bit. I mean, I like him. I think he's still in it. He's just I think a little bit on the outside looking in right now.
I will say, I think 73 of this 142 is off one pass. It's like a little slant pass. Dude took it all the way down the field.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you take that out. It's not great. Not great. It would be 11 for 18 for like 70 something yards. That's bad. So I don't know. This might be my last week having him on here. Wanted to keep him on here just in case he's back. I haven't seen anything about him and his injury, but I
Yeah,
like him a
he's a
lot.
he's a he's a worthy guy of mentioning. I have a at number three. I went with Diego Pavia. Um, dude's
Big Pav.
he's just got that swag to him. He got that
I
Heisman
like this
swag
kid a
to
lot. I
him.
like him a lot.
Stats aren't
He's
amazing, but he's got a couple of decent wins.
yeah.
Um, and he's I don't know. I feel like this is the type of guy. I feel like he's not like the moment's never too big for him. Like he could beat anybody just off of willpower.
He's like Haynes King. That
Yeah,
motherfucker, if you guys talk about willpower and sheer will, it's that guy. That dude's a fucking juggernaut. I
yeah, he's
hate
a
that
dog.
kid. I mean like I hate him, but like if my team was playing him, I'd be very concerned. Yeah, I like Pavi a lot. We've talked about him. I think even before the season started, maybe week one. At least I think I mentioned him. I don't remember if you did or not too, but he's been on the radar. Like Vandy's been kind of on the radar a little bit just based off of his talents. So it keeps us up. And shit, if Vanderbilt finishes with two losses and he has continuing stats of this form, I mean, maybe not throw an interception all the time. They got to get more touchdowns too. But yeah, I think he could make a run for it. It'd be
Yeah, I
crazy
think
if a
we
Vanderbilt
just got to
quarterback.
see him get
It'd
through.
be
Yeah,
crazy.
Vanderbilt is like I don't know. They really got like I don't know if they got money. I don't know what's going on that's made them so good recently. I don't know if they just like the coaching is just good, or maybe it's just Diego Pavia himself making the team good. But Vanderbilt suddenly looks like a competent program, and it's kind of
Yeah,
weird to see for two
I
straight
mean,
years.
it's cool. It's that coach probably should get a raise. Why not? I got Castellanos at two.
That's who I have at number two as well. Um, Stats aren't like as amazing, but he's still got that big moment. Um,
Man, he's not
and
even
he's
playing
just
all
he's a
like
dual threat.
both of these games. He didn't play the second half.
That's true as
Like
well.
so, take that for what you will. He had two rushing touchdowns last game, no passing, so he still had two. Did have an interception. 205 passing, 54 rushing. Got the big win against Bama. I feel like if we didn't have the big win, he probably wouldn't be up here. I might be homering a little bit, putting him up this far, but he looks fucking incredible. Dude's playing like Superman. Uh, like look at his passing attempts for 3 games, 14, 11, and 13. And we're blowing everybody out. He's
Yeah.
like I said,
I
he's
mean,
not
I
even
think
playing
the
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 second half.
moment against Alabama, like I feel like you need those type of moments to win the Heisman. Like as like easy as it sounds, like the Heisman is not as simple as like, oh, this guy
Just
has
stats.
amazing stats. We just give it to this guy that like the right guy would not win. I feel like ever if that's how we did it. You got to factor in these big moments like this, and he has opportunities, um, same way that some other guys have, where he's got Miami in a couple weeks. That's a big opportunity for a moment. Um, Florida could potentially be just because that's a rivalry game.
Yeah.
Like he might have to do something, and that's a good defense, and they're probably going to be coming like motivated to that game. Yeah,
Don't have nothing else
he's
to play for other
yeah.
than a ruin our season.
As long as he stays healthy, he was limping off the field last
Yeah.
game a little bit. Like you get a little bit worried with him, and because he likes to move outside the pocket. Like he might take some hits. That's like my biggest concern with Castellanos right now
Yeah.
is his kind of injury potential.
I mean, his injury didn't even come from him running. He got like folded over like behind like two players and like his ankle got kind of twisted up a little bit. So like it wasn't even his fault. Um,
Yeah, and that's
that shit
that's
happens.
random. But he's also like his body is at risk a lot during the game. So like
Yeah.
he takes hits probably more than a lot of quarterbacks, or he will. I don't know how much
And,
he's taken so far because y'all haven't really played um, anybody too crazy except for Bama, and I don't recall him taking a lot of hits against Bama.
I mean, he
Maybe
hasn't
I'm
been
wrong,
sacked
but I feel
yet,
like he
so
didn't. I feel like he didn't like really take any big hits from what
yeah.
I watched. I
And
think he
then
kind of
so
did a good job of getting outside.
I'll float you a question. Do you think like sitting out second halves of games compared to like somebody playing every single game, all four quarters, every week? Do you think it's like a higher potential for injury for the person, not in that complete game shape every single week playing all those snaps compared to somebody that is? Like for quarterback position, for example, just specifically.
I
Like,
mean,
do you think,
I think like for me, I think like I see what you're saying. I feel like you're more at risk for like a non-contact like
yeah,
type injury. You know what I mean? Like a
pulling a
strain or like
hamstring or something?
yeah. Like I feel like the less hits you take, like the
Yeah,
less
it's
likely
better.
you're gonna get injured. But yeah, I think like non-contact injuries, like you're not moving as much. I think mobility is a big factor into not getting injured. I think it could play a big factor in that. Like he might get a hamstring injury if he keeps just like
Don't fucking say
sitting down.
that.
I mean, we're not medical experts, so we're just cocking out our ass right now. We don't actually know anything
Always.
about how that affects. I don't know anything about sports
Yeah, I was just
science, so
curious.
I'm really just talking out my ass. But that's just
I don't
like
know.
from what I've seen. From what I've seen, that's how I think it'd be. But
Yeah.
honestly, I don't think he sits out the second half as much, or if at all. Maybe the fourth quarter of some of these games, but he's probably going to be playing most of the games going because you're getting into ACC play, and I know the ACC is not like the strongest, but these aren't like just teams you can completely walk over either. They got potential to cause you some
I mean,
issues, enough for at least enough for him to have to stay in.
if we can keep scoring like this, then I mean, it's kind of nuts. We've only given up what is that, 27, wait, 20, 30 points. Um, absolutely blowing people out the water. Yeah, but like if we can keep playing like this against the bigger teams and him sitting out second halves is, I feel like it might hamper him a little bit, but like Winston had the same thing like when he won it, but I think he was putting up bigger stats like when he was playing. I think he had a couple games where he threw for like 400 or some shit.
Yeah, he
Uh,
was really like
it was killing. It's surgical.
yeah, and honestly he had like a crazy ass receiving core too as well.
Yeah.
So he had like more deep threats and people to throw to.
I don't know, man. This offense is gross. It's so gross.
Yeah, no, I like it. And then yeah, number one, I had Mendoza, and you had Carson Beck, so we kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
already covered our number ones. So I guess the last thing we do on our main episode, I guess, is just kind of come through the bottom half of the top 25, see if there's anything that catches our eye. But we're getting kind of down to the end of our normal episode. Um,
Let's see, BYU sitting there, TCU. Do either of those teams play this week? I don't know. Maybe. Um, Mississippi State sitting right there, almost in. South Florida's got a loss. Utah just lost. And then Utah and Auburn both got dropped, but somehow Auburn still has the most votes to get in. Weird. I mean, that's a good loss though. I guess if you're gonna lose to anybody, you want to lose to a top 10 team. I think they were like 22 when
Yeah.
you guys beat them. So like, unfortunately for them, they weren't high enough to like not fall out. But I mean, like, realistically, it doesn't fucking matter to be ranked as long as you're winning your games. You'll
If
get
you're
there.
like right outside, if you're right outside of the top 25, like you might as well be in the top 25. Like you're in that conversation.
Yeah, somehow Notre Dame's still ranked. Uh,
1 and 2,
they got
that's
their first
crazy.
win. I think USC maybe should be a little higher. Same with Missouri. I think they should both be over Michigan.
Georgia
And
Tech, I might. Well, I don't know. Like Clemson winning as good as it was,
it's not
they
looking
still look
good.
very good.
That's a rivalry game for them, though. I'm pretty sure. Um, if I'm not mistaken. And it was in fucking Death
Yeah,
Valley. Like, I mean, that the place sucks to play at for anybody. And
I think you could
supposedly
argue.
that Clemson defense is supposed to be good. Supposed to be.
That's what they said. I don't know how much
I don't.
I believe
It
it.
doesn't look like it, but we shall see.
Something doesn't look right. I mean, like just looking at the bottom or like the not the top six. Like I think you can make a strong argument that Indiana should be over Texas. I mean, you
I
got
agree.
a 66-10 victory over a team that's still currently ranked at number 23.
Man,
Texas doesn't have anything like that.
Indiana might be good, man. What they lost like one game last 2 games last year? They lost once
Yeah,
to like
I
Ohio
think
State and then in the playoffs.
to Notre Dame in the playoffs, and Notre Dame went to the championship. So
Yeah, like
that's
it's
hey, they lost to the two teams that went to the champion and the runner up.
so
So I
like
mean, maybe
it,
they're
it
better than we thought.
it don't look like they've lost a step at all. If anything, they might be better, which good for them. I don't I like Indiana. Their coach is cool. So it as long as he ain't playing my team, good for you. Love to see it.
Yeah, Coach Signetti. I don't know how long he's going to stay there. Maybe he just wants to build something and just stay there forever. But big teams like are going to be calling if I'm one of the bigger teams that's looking for a
Florida.
coach. Yeah,
If I'm Florida,
Florida
I'm on the
is
phone every week. Like, I know we ain't fired him yet, but like, what you want? What you
like
want?
any just we'll sign our name on the check and you
Just
just
write what
write
you want.
you fill out the rest.
Exactly. Yeah, if I'm Florida, it's like you can get whatever you want, please. Yeah, Napier has no shot, no chance. He's not fired. There's no fucking way. I mean, I get like, and I think everybody knew going into this year that Florida was gonna have a tough time with their schedule, but shit, they look bad. There's no way
Yeah.
he survives it. There's no way.
Yeah, no, Napier's done for. Um, I don't know if he lasts the whole season because the Florida fan base is like just I think they've had it. And I don't blame them because I mean you guys have had several years of just straight disappointment. Um,
Since
and
every year that he's been there, I don't know why they fired Dan Mullen.
yeah, he's actually doing pretty good at UNLV right now. Like they looked bad that first game, but they're 4-0 now. They might be that group of five team that comes out. And maybe Florida calls up Dan Mullen and just, hey, come back, man.
I'm Dan Mullen. I'm
Um,
like, fuck you. Eat my
see you
ass.
guys.
Watch me win a natty with UNLV. That'd be crazy work.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see how that opens up. But yeah, I think we're at a pretty good stopping point for the current the current episode.
Yeah, this one went
Um,
on a little longer than usual. I think we got off on a couple tangents, which is par of the course for us.
yeah, this is
Especially
normally what happens.
especially once I started
Um,
drinking.
yeah, I didn't get to drink this time because I gotta.
Nick ain't been drinking in
I
like
don't
a
know.
couple episodes. Give us a
No,
L in chat.
I got drunk the last episode.
Yeah, first in like 10 episodes. Let's get some L's in the chat for Nick.
I was in the chat.
We got to see
Hopefully
some
enough
hot
of y'all are
takes.
watching.
We got to see the hot takes.
Um,
Hot take Nick is when he's drunk.
that's very true. That's
Yeah,
very
hell yeah.
true. We'll have I might have some hot takes on the prediction episode we're about to film. I just realized I didn't write
Shit. Oh,
any
you
down,
fucking.
so
Do you have
so
the
we
records for last
gotta.
week though?
I'll have the records for last year,
Oh, okay.
so we'll just have to come up with the games we're gonna
Gotcha.
pick like on the spot on that episode.
About
But
to say.
yeah, catch y'all next week on this one. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.